How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. A company sent us out like a little jump box type of thing to test out, so we're going to take a look at it and see what it's like. Alright, let's take a look and see what it is. Already the bag is super nice and heavy, so it's a nice little bag. Got a little pocket in the front. It's got some little odds and ends in it for, you know, sports balls and whatnot. So that. The name is kind of, I don't know, strange, hard to figure out, pronounce, whatever. JF.EGWO. It's an interesting name. But this is the unit itself. It's got some bright lights and a little port here to put the jumper cables. It's got an air compressor, USB ports, and the power button there. So turns on the lights. Oh, there's the strobe one. All right. So you get that, the lever style clip-on air compressor part, so that's an extension, a lighter adapter to charge the unit, AC adapter for charging the unit, your standard cable clamps. They're pretty nice too, you know, got a decent spring in them. They feel like they're pretty nice. So little clamp, and then some instructions. So again, that's the unit, the 2000A 12 volt jump pack. It's got all the stuff in it, so it's all color, which is pretty nice. Shows you motorcycles, boats, whatever. So anyway, we'll go over all this stuff a little bit more later on, but that's what you get in the bag. So we'll see what it's like. All right, so just go ahead and plug it in. And then we'll see what happens. So, it says it's at 75%. Does have a little blinking thing that says in, so it must be charging. Oh, anyway. Well, whenever a company reaches out to me and they say, hey, you know, we want you to review something, I always tell them the same thing. As long as I can be 100% honest, if I don't like something, you know, I have the freedom to say, I don't like this thing, or I don't think it's a good buy, or whatever. And they said, yeah, do whatever you want. You know, if you don't like it, just say so. And the only stipulation that they had was they wanted me to test this thing and review it with a completely dead car battery, not, you know, one that was low or something like that. They wanted it completely dead for the review. I was like, all right, that's cool. I'm pretty sure the Rusty Ram has a dead battery in it, like always. You know, the one thing that's, you know, in no short supply around here is dead batteries. So, you know, we'll give it a shot. Then we'll test out that air compressor. Usually that's the weak link on all of these things is, you know, the little air compressors usually suck. But we'll try it. There's a bunch of stuff around here that has flat tires. Anyway, we'll let this thing charge up for a while and come back to it whenever it's charged. All right, well, it says it's 100%. So I do have a dead vehicle outside. Let's go ahead and take this thing out there and see what it can do. All right, the Rusty Ram. This thing should be super dead. I guess we'll find out. It's got some juice. Nothing. All right, well, let's go out there and give this thing a shot. All right, so this is a 360. So Magnum 360 in here, 5.9 liter. And she can be a little hard to turn over when it's cold. Alright, I didn't even read the instructions with this thing. I think there's not a whole lot to it. Should just be able to turn it on. Alright, it says 75% right now. I don't know. Let's move this thing out of the way though. Alright, let's try it. Wow. It's kind of surprising, honestly. 75%. Guess we'll shut it off. Huh. I'll be honest, I didn't really expect it to start this old pig quite as easily We'll let it charge. That battery's, for the most part, completely wasted. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what to think. But it started up that big 360 in that truck, and it's cold outside. It's like 36 degrees or something today. So honestly, that's pretty good. Oh, I got another vehicle to try. That Avalanche. Here, I'll shut this thing off. The Rusty Ram's only been sitting for, I don't know, a few months. This thing has been sitting for like almost a year. And this is 1000% dead. So this is a 5.3. And just to prove it, this should have no life of any kind. Yeah, so 0 on this thing. So let's go ahead and give the old jump pack a workout. Man, it's been so long I couldn't even get the doggone latch open. Latch is like seized up. Rusty ends on the old GM side post. I don't even think there's a good enough connection for it to start. But we'll see. It's on, says it's 100%. All right. All right, that should be it. We'll see what happens. That's great. I didn't have fuel up to the rail and it started it. That's why I was running so bad. The one weird thing that I don't know if I like on this is I never turned this thing on. I just attached it and it was working. So I don't know exactly how that's supposed to really function, but if you'll see, it's not turned on. So I don't know if the power button is just to enable the USB ports and the air compressor or what, but I'll be honest with you. I really didn't think that this was going to work out that great. I thought it would be okay, you know, whatever, but it was pretty shocking. Like, I can't believe that this started both of those, you know, super dead trucks. Pretty amazing, honestly. Yeah, I didn't think it was actually going to work out that great. Still says it has 75% charge in it. I don't have anything else to try it on right this minute. That Avalanche was 100% dead. So pretty amazing that it even started that thing. See, there's the thing. Do not cause any short circuits. Do not touch 2 battery clamps together. That's the only thing I can see right off the bat that could be an issue, because, you know, it started the Avalanche without me actually turning the unit on. So it says just to make sure that the unit is at 50% charge or more, plug them onto, you know, plug the cables onto it, clip them onto the battery terminals, make sure they don't touch each other. So that's it. You don't have to even turn the thing on. You just basically connect the cables to it and fire it up. All right, so today we've got the old Jeep. We're going to be trying out the air compressor side of this. I put the little pigtail part of it on there, the little extension. We've got a totally flat tire. It's totally frozen too. So anyway, let's hook this thing up and see how it works. All right, I'd imagine it's pretty straightforward. Clamp this thing on. Pinch it down. Here we go. Turn the unit on. We're 100%. And then, what does that say? 0 PSI. And we'll set it to 32. Wait for it to stop flashing. There we go. And away it goes. says 32 on the gauge. Let's see what it reads on this gauge. Man, close. Now this thing isn't exactly right because you notice the zip tie. I had to recalibrate this thing because it always read like 7 above. I dropped it once and it read like 7 just sitting there. So I bent everything back down. I think I got it pretty close. But I might be a couple of pounds off. But hey, yeah, it worked. 50% charge now. As a point of comparison, kind of, this is a 2022 F250. I had a flat this summer. I bought this thing and, you know, whatever. It took 30 minutes to inflate one of these tires on this, you know, brand new truck. And it is so loud and obnoxious. You can't even stand to use that little inflator. But yeah, it took 30 minutes for one just regular tire. I forgot to check the time, you know, to see about how long this took. But I would say between 5 and 7 minutes or something like that to air up that tire from completely flat to 32 PSI. So it's a pretty decent air compressor. All right, well, I don't have anything that really needs to be charged right now, so we'll just use my phone and just make sure that the USB ports work. I mean, it's just a USB port, so it should work fine. So we'll go ahead and turn it on, I guess. There we go. USB ports work. So no surprise there. I mean, USB is a pretty easy thing to get working. And again, it's got lights. Looks like some projector bulbs. Whoa. So they're, you know, they're bright when you look right at them, that's for sure. So I guess at night, pretty handy to have if you needed a light for some reason to see what's going on under the hood of your car. It doesn't weigh a ton, so, I mean, that's pretty cool. But it does have lights if you need them. It's supposed to have like 3 functions, like a flashing one. I'd have to read the instructions to figure out how to actually make it work. But yeah, apparently you can make them flash or do like an SOS strobe. So lights if you need them. Well, alrighty then, there you go. Worked out pretty good in the, you know, in the little test. So if you want one for yourself, there's a $24 off coupon code and a link in the video description. So if you want one, go ahead and use that link and stuff. I think I get a little kickback at some point. So if you do buy one, you're just helping me out down the road in the future. So there's that. Also, there's some things that they wanted me to mention to you guys. They say it'll start an 8-liter gas or a 6-liter diesel engine. So I don't really have anything like that to test, just that 5.9 gas, and it started just fine. They say that the air compressor will go up to 150 PSI. You know, we just tested the 32 PSI and it seemed to work fine. I'm sure it'll go higher. I just don't have anything around to really test that capability on. The battery bank in it has a 20,000 milliamp hour capacity, so you know you can charge up phones and cameras and my microphones and stuff like that. So it'll charge up a lot of stuff. I'm going to use it in the summer in the Jeep on the trails. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on that. It's got the different 3 modes for the flashlights. The flashlights are pretty bright, so you're definitely going to be fine with those things. It's got SOS and flashing and then just constant on. Here's the thing I can't really test, or I don't really want to test. 2,000 amp peak cranking amps, 45 jump starts on a single charge. So that's what they say, that you can jump start something 45 times on a single charge. I'm not really going to try to jumpstart my vehicles 45 times, but if one of you guys want to try it out, I'd love to hear your results. So definitely, if you do get one and you want to just play around with it, you know, feel free to, you know, update me. I'd like to know. I don't really know what the technology is inside of these things, so I might have to research that thing to figure out just how they work. But, you know, it's a nice little unit. It's compact and it's light. Seemed to work fine so far. But I'll keep you updated in the summer when I'm out on the trails in the Jeep doing fun, you know, fun things. We'll just use it then. So anyway. Thanks a lot for watching. Again, if you want one, use the link in the video description. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.